bright aroma of exotic fruits and a... Jesus Christ be praised.
What are you doing here, Goodman?
What does it look like? I'm handing out wine from my vineyard.
You're giving it away for free?
My vineyard is new, and the folks in this town are damn stubborn. So I figured I'd pour a cask or two into them, and maybe they'd get a taste for it. What about your good self? Would you like to try it?
No offense, but I'd rather not.
I know. You probably heard my wine is awful.
Well, that's not it.
Forgive me, Goodman. But say no more. In Vino Virilitas, and the truth in my wine is that I'm a fool, an idiot whose wife is cuckolding him, whose children can't stand him, and even the dog pisses in his boots every morning. And my wine tastes like dog piss as well. I never should have bought that damned vineyard. If it wasn't for those fucking monks selling their wine everywhere they can, I might have a chance. Not like this.
Is there anything I could do to help you?
With the dog pissing in my boots? Well, I'm not sure. I tried sticking his snout in it, putting pepper in my boots, and nothing worked. Piss in my boots again the next morning.
I meant your business troubles.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe you could. If you're not from around here, that is.
No, I'm not.
Allow me to introduce myself. Caspar Rudolph, vineyard owner and a not very successful wine seller.
I'm Henry.
Maybe you could help me, Henry. I'm looking for someone who's not well known in Kuttenberg. Someone who can pretend to be someone else, if you know what I mean.
Sure, why not? If all you need is someone folk won't recognize.
The monks in Setlet's monastery make excellent wine. They call it the monastery secret. People can't get enough of it, and I can't figure out what their secret is. But I intend to find out.
A secret? No, just the job for me. I'm a bit of an expert when it comes to secrets hidden in monasteries.
The custodian of the monastery vineyard has a relative in town, an innkeeper called Havel. And this Havel is a real know-it-all when it comes to wine. He really likes to boast about it. If you were to pose as a sommelier who's just come back from abroad, I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to you, and maybe he'll reveal something.
That won't be a problem. I've drunk so much wine I know all about it.
Excellent. But I also have this clever book all about wine by Buschek of Velhatitze. I'm sure you'll learn a thing or two from it.
The book might come in handy. Can I borrow it?
When I said I have it, that wasn't, entirely accurate.
What's the truth then?
The book belongs to me, but I lent it to someone, and she hasn't given it back yet. Miss Adleta Manlicher should have it. I lent it to her during our, let's call it our friendship, which has come to an end.
If it's awkward for you to go to her, I'll sort it out.
It won't be that simple. Adleta used to have rather more friends than might be expected of a respectable young woman. But her family's patience ran out, so they arranged her marriage and put an end to her dalliances. Since then, Adleta has been confined to her room and guarded like the crown jewels.
And you want me to break in?
Well, yes. Master swordsmith Manlicher has a house in Lethlilskar Street. Adleta is either locked in her room or walks in the gardens behind the Italian court, where she is guarded by her brother. The Manlichers don't want any more problems.
It doesn't matter. I'll find a way to get the book back.
Great! Any more questions?
Do you have any idea what this secret might be?
They're monks, so it could be anything. Maybe they put the crushed up bones of saints in it, or they sing hymns to the wine. How should I know?
Do you really think Havel would just tell me the secret? You don't even know if he actually knows it. Or it might just be a rumor.
Havel really is a bit thick. Either the monks have a secret and Havel will tell you, or there's no secret and Havel will confirm it.
I'll get right on it then.
Excellent. And don't forget, making an impression is the main thing. You look like you can handle it. Good luck. Yeah, friend. Wine! Try some wine from the Kuttenberg vineyards!
Miss Adletta does not wish to be disturbed. Kindly go away. Go away, lad.
Good to see. I'm sorry.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your name, you handsome fellow?
Henry.
A nice name. But I have to warn you, I won't be a miss for much longer. Seeing you here makes me regret that a little, though.
The pleasure's all mine. I'm here on behalf of Caspar Rudolph. It's about the book he lent you.
Caspar? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father. How is he?
His vineyards aren't bringing in much, and he's generally not doing too well. That's why I'm here, in fact. Bushek's book may not be the most precious manuscript in the world, but it'll help Caspar.
When we were friends, he gifted me that book. There was no mention of it being on loan, and now he wants it back all of a sudden?
Caspar really needs that book. I mean, I need it.
And I need an explanation. Gifts aren't meant to be taken back.
Caspar wants to find out what the monks put in their monastery wine. Havel the innkeeper might know, but he won't tell just anyone.
Havel from the Emperor Charles Tavern? What does the book have to do with it?
That's the one. I need to pose as a wine connoisseur to pry some information out of Havel. But I don't know much about wine, so I need to read the book. It sounds crazy, I know.
It sounds like the plot of a play. Typical Caspar. And now I'm to be a co-conspirator. I'm glad I can at least be part of this little adventure. I don't get to have much fun otherwise. Here's Caspar's book. Tell him not to give up. I'm sure his plan will work out.
Thank you, miss. I'll tell him what you said.
Farewell, Henry. Never forget me.
From a master Virilitas.
Excuse me?
May God give you health, sir.
Havel.
That I am.
When I asked where...
You've come to the...
Very far, Goodman.
You don't say.
Saxony.
Wonderful. It'd be nice to have...
An invitation.
Well, good man. How shall we begin? Ah!
Excellent.
So... You're right. Oh, it's essentially a lighter wine. When I don't know what to say, my father-in-law...
That's very kind.
There's nothing but I'm not like that.
And you're treating me to...
Anyway,
My thoughts exactly.
What shall... How about...
From you, Goodman. A bit bitter. I'm getting notes of...
Yes,
Oh, I've never drunk.
my grandfather used...
Uh-huh.
Well, burn the canker.
To your grandfather.
You said you spent time in the...
Anything from the Steinberger vineyard. It's admirable how...
Yes, yes. I have something from the local monastery as well. Well then, let's move on. After all, that quality...
Certainly.
Nothing to be ashamed. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it.
Very nice. I'd say it's...
Precisely. And there's a garden full of it right behind the town.
But it's missing some kick. Ginger. It's missing...
But of course, after that Hippocras, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Eger. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is not...
My thoughts So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Very good and very...
Raised as any...
And isn't it?
I drank this particular wine from Eger, Hungarian government. I was so...
How so?
They started bringing out melon. I don't eat fish.
Well, that's very unusual.
I was so disappointed that I wanted to make myself something at home, but I was so drunk that the housekeeper woke me up. The porridge was charcoal. The kitchen was like a smoke. Well, that's Hungary checked off.
How about something local? I noticed there were vineyards in Kuttenberg.
But of course, we have vineyards and grapes from Burgundy that Emperor Charles himself had brought in. The local vintners grow some fine grapes, but they're still learning everything that comes after that. The local stuff gets diluted a lot. They flavor it with all sorts.
Don't tell me you don't have a drop of anything local, though.
Well, there's the monastery secret. A wine from the Sedlets monastery. My cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard.
Ah. Why is it called secret?
Taste it, and you'll see.
Interesting. There's no trace of any flavor that shouldn't be there. Neither honey nor spices. Just the pure taste of wine. But there is something to it. Something I don't recognize.
That's it, good man.
Is that the secret?
Exactly. The monks add a secret ingredient to the wine.
A secret ingredient? How do you know that?
Like I said, my cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard, and I handle their supply. Sometimes I bring food for the workers, new barrels, tools and the like. And from time to time, I bring them a sealed crate which smells peculiar. Jerome didn't want to tell me what's in it, but when I insisted, he told me it's some kind of incense they burn in the barrels.
Really? I've never heard of such a thing.
Neither have I. But like I said, the chest was sealed and the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy.
A real monastery secret. What should we drink next?
I'm glad you like my wine. But that's enough tasting for today. After all, but you're welcome to stay in my... It's rare to meet someone who...
I enjoyed your company a lot.
Farewell. And
Definitely.
The taste. Greetings. Do you need something?
I spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
Good. I had to drink a bit of wine to get some answers out of him, but I sacrificed myself for the cause.
And what did he say?
It took a while, but in the end, he told me sometimes crates of a special incense are brought to the vineyard, and they apparently burn it in the barrels.
What? Incense? And he wasn't just yanking your pizzle or too drunk?
He may have been drunk, but he was telling the truth. He doesn't know what incense it is, just that they get it delivered.
Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
All right. But the vineyard is pretty big, isn't it? I haven't a clue where to look for something like that.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle. The custodian lives there, as well as the workers. And it's also where all the supplies are stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes. If you could manage to bring me a few seedlings, they could greatly help my own vineyard.
Where exactly is the vineyard?
A short way to the north of town. It's pretty large, you can't miss it.
How do I get in? Isn't it guarded?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a laborer. There'll be lots of work there now that it's summer.
I'm on it then.
Good luck, and take care, Henry. By the way, what about the business with the Manlikas? Did you manage to get hold of the book by Bouchek?
Yes, Miss Adletta is sweet. And she even gave me back your book. Here it is.
Ah, thanks very much. I'll try to sell it and pay off at least some of my debts. See you later, my friend. Wine! Try some wine from the Kuttenberg vineyards!
Eh? Huh. Strange.
crate smells like sulfur. This could be it.
Eh? I must be mad. Huh? Strange. I suppose it was nothing.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm back, and I've got the mysterious monastery incense. It looks like wood chips soaked in sulfur. It stinks a bit.
They were smoking barrels with this. Sulfur is the stink of hell, and this is a monastery vineyard.
Maybe there's another reason. The miners in Skalitz used to say where there's sulfur, it's easier to breathe. Healthier air.
But it stinks to high hell.
So do many noble delicacies, and they're still delicious.
I suppose you're right. I'll give it a try. I hope it doesn't make my wine weak. Here's your reward, like we agreed, and something to read. I don't want you saying I didn't do you right.
I almost forgot. I have the seedlings.
Ah! I'm curious what they'll grow into. You've made me doubly happy, Henry. So, here's a little something on top for you. God be with you, good sir. Taste the delicious Kuttenberg wine from the best grapes ripened in the Czech sun.
Greetings to you two.
The taste is full and intoxicating. The smell of a summer evening and the color of the most precious ruby. That is